So I'm like 99% sure only I could go to Florida and spend $150 at a bookstore. Hey everyone, it's me, Maddie, and I'm sorry I've kind of dropped the ball on making videos. I've been traveling a lot recently. I went skiing, I went to New York, and I went to Florida, and I just haven't really had time to upload a video, although I have been reading quite a lot. So although I haven't, like I said, been able to make any videos recently, I have been buying a lot of books. Honestly, my biggest flaw as a book nerd is when I go into a bookstore, especially a new one, I cannot physically leave without purchasing a book. We just had our senior spring break at my school, and a bunch of friends and I went down to Seaside, Florida. And in Florida, there's this adorable little bookstore called Sundog Books. And upon going in said bookstore, I bought 5 books and 2 t-shirts. And in Seaside, you're supposed to buy t-shirts that say Seaside, Florida, or watercolor, or just Florida in general, or like a cute outfit. But nope, I bought 5 books and 2 t-shirts. But the t-shirts were book related. So this quick video is about the 5 books I bought, which 2 of them I've read, 1 I'm in the middle of reading, and also the 2 shirts I got. I'm not the best camera person in the world, so excuse my video skills as you watch this video. My friends actually kept jumping in front of my camera and I didn't have the space to reshoot. So you know what? You're just gonna be in the video, guys. Like, it's your own fault. Shouldn't have jumped in front of the camera. Told you not to. And as you can tell from the video, it's a very small, intimate store. Actually, I felt kind of bad because the employees kept walking up to me like, can I recommend a book? And the first thought in my head was, I know more than you. But like, the store was super duper cute, and honestly, like, the books are like regular or like even cheaper price than I would have initially thought, which was awesome. And yeah, like, it broke my heart like the last day I wanted to stay there. So the first book I bought was called The Looking Glass Wars, and I did finish that book. The book, for a quick plot summary, was about Alice in Wonderland, except Wonderland's real, and while the real world's real too, it's kind of like 2 different dimensions, I guess. So Alice grows up in Wonderland, and when her mother, Queen Genevieve, is murdered by Alice's aunt Red, Alice and Hatter, who's actually the Mad Hatter, go into the real world where she grows up, and like, she's adopted. And that's actually where the story Alice in Wonderland came from, is she told her Wonderland story to the author of Alice in Wonderland, and he kind of like published it, but like, she got angry because she's like, bruh, that's not my story. The book's time period's over like 20 years, and I'm not usually into those types of books, but I really did enjoy this one. You read from the perspective of a bunch of different people, which is fun, and I don't know, it was just a really, really good read. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 7. It wasn't my favorite book in the world, but it definitely kept me entertained. So you know, I finished Looking Glass Wars, and I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, cliffhanger. So I went out and I bought the second book in the series, Seeing Red. So Seeing Red was the second book in the series, and it was about Alice, and she's about 20 years old now, and she has to deal with all these issues that she didn't have to deal with before as a child. And honestly, I kind of related to Alice in the sense that I'm now 18 and I have to deal with all these responsibilities that I wasn't dealing with before. Like, when I go to the doctor's office now, I have to sign myself in and out, and like, I can vote now, and I'm just kind of stressed because I don't know how to do any of this. But yeah, I'm not going to give you a little synopsis of that one because that spoils the first book, but I would give it the same rating as the first book of that series. So it's a pretty good read if you're looking for something short. So the third book I bought when I bought Seeing Red, because I was like, hey, I've wanted to read this for a while, although I have not gotten around to reading it just yet. I bought Jane Austen's Emma because I remember actually I saw a quote from this book on Instagram on one of the book accounts I follow, and I was like, wait, this is amazing, so I really wanted to read it. And from the synopsis I've read about it, it's about this girl who's kind of self-assured, and she's like, I can't fall in love, but she does, and that's just so cute to me because I love stories. Also, you know, it's like an old book, so there's like some deeper meaning behind it, which I love old books so much. There's so many books to read, not enough time. So then on the last day of our trip, all of us girls went into the bookstore because it's a 14-hour trip from Seaside to where we live, and we all picked out some books. And it was so fun because before I picked my books, I helped my friends find a book, and my one friend had never read Harry Potter, so I don't know what's up with that. Made her get that book right away. And my other friend, who I actually met on the trip, had never read The Mortal Instruments, which, if you know anything about me, that has been my favorite book series for 5 years. Actually, it's gone now on my hand, but I got the angelic rune tattoo, and as you can see from the tattoo, it looks super cute. And I also got the 3 stars from Harry Potter tattooed on my ankle. So The Valiant, I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I went on Goodreads because Goodreads is kind of my go-to before I buy a book. And they said that the book was a lot like Throne of Glass, which is in my top 3 series as well. So basically, it's the story of this princess who loses her kingdom, basically gets kidnapped at the age of 17 and taken away to this elite school where she's like training. And the school is owned by Julius Caesar. That's kind of interesting. And Julius Caesar was basically the one who like killed her family, so not really happy about that. Obviously, there's gonna be some tension. But anyway, she has to fight, but she falls in love with like the forbidden love story, which, thank you Shakespeare, is now in every single book. Anyway, I'm really excited because there's multiple books in the series, and like I said, I love the Throne of Glass series, and they compared it a lot to that. And I also got I'll Give You the Sun. So shame on me, I should have been reading this book when it first came out like every other book reader, but I just started it, and it's told from 2 different perspectives of these twins, Noah and Jude. And where I am is I'm not very far into it. I'm reading it at school. But what I can say is Noah and Jude are kind of polar opposites. Noah is super quiet, shy, and like he's an artist, so he kind of thinks inside his head, and it's very elaborate and magical, but he can't like communicate that. And Jude's kind of like the typical golden girl. Everyone loves her. She gets along easily. And so basically, it's their stories, and I'm really excited to read it. So far, it's been super good. My one English teacher actually came up to me and was like, "That's my favorite book," and I was like, okay, cool. I like talking about books with teachers, but I was really tired that day. I'm really tired right now. Anyway, before I conclude this video, I bought 2 book shirts that I really wanted to show off, so stay tuned for a hot sec while I get them. Anyway, while I was in Seaside, I came across these awesome shirts that I was super excited. I got my book shirt, not from Sundog, but the store above it. It's George Orwell's 1984, which actually was a book I enjoyed very much in sophomore year. So it's like a really long gray kind of sweater, and I wore it to school my first day back from spring break, and I got so many compliments on it, so shout out schoolmate. Anyway, I loved 1984. I thought the meaning was super deep, and it's really relatable to what's going on today. So, you know, chances are, as I'm making this video, like some FBI agents like going through my camera like, "Hi friend, how's it going? Hope it's going good." So another thing Sundog did really well, before I show you the second shirt, was they branded their store. With every book, they gave you a bookmark with their little Sundog logo on it, which is so cute. Oh my gosh. Like, it's a sun and there's a dog. And I mean, they gave bookmarks out with every book. Like, that's amazing. All bookstores should be doing that. If you like puppy ear, like fold down the page of your book, you are a book murderer. Shame on you. That is cruel. You should not be ruining your book like that. Anyway, so since I love the logo so much, I was debating between getting a shirt or a hat. But the shirts were only $2 more, and I don't wear hats a lot. My friend Julia actually got the hat, and Julia, if you're watching this, we're sharing that hat. That hat is both of ours. But I ended up getting this shirt. Super cute. It has the logo on it. It's green. It's long sleeves. And it's comfort colors. Comfort colors are the best shirts in the world. Absolutely love them. So that was my trip to Sundog Books, which is the cutest little bookstore in the world. I plan on going through the rest of these books and finishing those, but hopefully I will have a new book blog / review up by next weekend. Hope everyone's had a great month since I've last posted. Hope you guys have done some really cool things. So thanks for tuning in. Peace out from a Herondale. Wink, wink, wink. Winking so hard. Wink. God, it looks like I have a twitch. Ooh. I can't wink. See, in books they make winking so easy. Like, the guy winked at me. My lip goes up. I can't do it. I give up. Alright, bye everyone.